Good morning, otherworldlies. This is Juliana Angel, your Dark Mask Diva. How is everyone doing today? Well, I thought as long as I was talking about the other cheating topic, I'd talk about this one. This one is at least as equally popular as the other one. Okay, this one is also very controversial. This one, and the other one I was talking about, a lot of guys coming to me asking how they are going to forgive their ladies for cheating on them, and I'm telling these guys basically you can't. Okay, absolutely not. So if that was my last video, if you guys want to check that one out, please do, and please give me a like on it. Okay, because very heartfelt. This one's very deep. Okay, this one is about guys and why they always cheat with severe downgrades. And before you come for me, all right, that's generally what happens. Okay, now I'm gonna let everybody know that this is a thing. Guys do purposely cheat with severe downgrades, and you guys are gonna be like, you're mean, you're like picking on people and saying they're ugly and all this other stuff. These severe downgrades, we're not talking about moral pillars of the community. We're talking about women who purposely cheat with guys that are with other people. Okay, these women are bottom feeders. They're going around and they're cheating with guys that have girlfriends and wives, fiancés that are in long-term relationships. They purposely go after these guys that are with other people. Okay, so these are bad people. Okay, now, and they are severely less attractive than the women that these men are in relationships with, and I'm going to explain what's up with that. Okay, so here's what's up with that. All right, these men, I don't want to call the downgrades. Okay, I don't want to call them victims also, but I'm saying the men go after these women for a particular reason. They go after these unattractive women for a particular reason. There's a reason they are not going after equally attractive women, or even women that are remotely attractive or as attractive or in any way attractive. I mean, you'll see your friend, and you'll see the woman that her boyfriend cheated on her with, and you'll see this chick, and you'll be like, "Are you serious? He cheated on you with her? Like, what was that?" And you'll think, "Whoa!" And it's hard enough to be cheated on, but and I'm sorry to make it egotistical, but you're like, "You cheated on me with that? Are you kidding me? What?" I mean, I could understand if you cheated on me with someone gorgeous. I'd be like, well, it's wrong. You shouldn't cheat on me in the first place. But I mean, I could see if she was like movie star fine or something like that. I mean, because guys are just constantly fantasizing and they're visual. So I could see if she was just like all that. But I mean, when guys cheat on you, they cheat on you with these wildebeests, and you're like, why? What is that? I mean, they will find the least attractive thing they possibly can to cheat on you with. I mean, the least attractive thing, and you're like, what is this? Well, what? And the thing is this is what this is about. They purposely find the least attractive thing they can to cheat on you with. It makes no sense. I know, it really does not make any sense. Well, the thing is, first of all, they're choosing that person. They're choosing the severe downgrade on purpose. They're choosing that person. For one thing, they're choosing that person because, they're choosing them because they're temporary. They don't want to get attached to the person. That's one of the reasons they're doing it, and that doesn't mean they're not going to, though. oddly enough. They're choosing an unattractive person because they're thinking, well, you know what, if I choose this person that's really not all that, I'm not going to get really that attached to him. You know, I have this goddess at home. If I cheat on him with this, you know, really unattractive person, I'm really, you know, we're just going to turn the lights out or whatever. It's just going to be this temporary thing, okay? That doesn't mean they're not going to get attached to the person, though. Really. I mean, because there's other reasons they get attached to somebody besides their legs. They may actually get attached to the person. You know? It could happen. So, but that's what the guy is thinking at the time. Okay, because he's just thinking about sleeping with somebody else. He's not thinking about replacing you, is what it is. He's not thinking, I want something better, because she's not. There's nothing better about her. It's not that she's better. It's not that. In fact, what it is this is one of the reasons guys do cheat, okay? It's because you're doing too much for him. You're being too good to him, and you're doing too much for him. And you're not asking him to do enough for you. That's those are some of the reasons that guys are cheating. You are just being too nice. You're doing too much. Okay, and you're not he's sort of feeling there's something going on there where he's just sort of feeling like you are too good for him. Okay, and the thing is you are making things too easy for him. So the fact that you're making things too easy for him is he is straying a little bit. You are allowing him to get away with too much. When you allow your man to get away with too much, that's when he starts doing stupid stuff like that. Okay, when you allow him to stare at other women in front of you. When you allow things you know you should not allow him to do. When you allow him to do little disrespectful things. And sometimes we allow him to do things like this because we don't want to look jealous. We don't want to look insecure. And we think to ourselves, well, there's no reason to really be insecure or to trip off anything he really does, because after all, we're gorgeous, right? There's no reason to really be insecure. So we just kind of look the other way when he does stupid stuff, because we're like, you know what, we are all that anyway, right? Who cares what he does? He's a man. Men are stupid. So we just kind of let stupid men do stupid things. No. Stop letting him do stupid things. It doesn't matter that he's a stupid man. Stop letting him do that stupid stuff. Stop letting men disrespect you, because you give them an inch and they're going to take a mile. Okay? Don't let men get away with a single darn thing, or else they're going to do stupid things like sleep with something that looks like it's needs a livestock permit to take it through town. Real talk. And you're thinking, you're mean the way you're talking about ugly women. These are women who will sleep with someone else's boyfriend. I don't have a nice thing to say about them. They know all about you, hun. Okay? So I'll call them anything I want. They know all about you, and confront them, and they'll tell you that they didn't sleep with him. You know they did. He'll even admit it. So, and they are ugly, and they know they're ugly. Their mama knows they're ugly, okay? Everyone knows they're ugly, and he even knows, he knows she's ugly. And he chose the ugly one on purpose, okay? And he doesn't mind never talking to her again. He chose the ugly one on purpose. It's that you're just letting him get away with all this stuff. And you kind of have to be a B word, you know what I mean? It's sort of like, the prettier you are, the more of a high value, high quality woman you are, the more of a capital B you have to be. You can't let him get away with a darn thing, girls. You really can't. You can't let him stare at other women in front of you. You see him looking at a woman in a store. You can't let him like women on Instagram. can't let him talk about how gorgeous other women are. Okay, I know all men look at other women. You can't let his eyes linger on other women. You just can't let him, you can't really let him get away with stuff. Because, I mean, men are always fantasizing about other women. You can't let him talk about how gorgeous other women are around you. You just can't let him be a pig, you know what I mean? Because men are always thinking about other women. It does not matter if you're a perfect 10, if you're an 11, if you're a 12, it does not matter. And the nicer you are to him, and the better you treat him, and the more you cater to him, the worse he's going to treat you. Especially if you're gorgeous. So, and he's going to cheat on you. Because in the back of his mind, you're just too good for him. So you really have to be a diva. You have to be a high maintenance diva. You have to be, you know, a capital B to the I to the TCH. Okay? That's one of the reasons he does that stuff. Have you ever had an open relationship? Have you ever had a poly relationship? Don't be stupid. Don't do stupid stuff like that, ever. I hope you're never that dumb. And if you are one of those people in a poly relationship, do not leave a comment. I will delete it. Okay? Don't show up on my page. Don't turn up on my page leaving a comment about your poly relationship. If you're in one of those and you follow me, I don't want to hear about it. Okay? I don't recommend those. No. I'm against those. Bad idea. Okay? Sorry. Let's see. Don't have threesomes. Don't do stupid stuff. If you're bisexual, pick one partner and be with them. I don't care what gender. Just pick somebody and be with them. Don't play around. You're gonna create problems for yourself. Don't let your man roam too much. You know, because they just automatically, you know, are just gonna do things you don't want them to do. You know what I mean. It really doesn't matter how old they are. They're really, you know, and it's like you're thinking, wow, but shouldn't I just let them do what they want to do and see what they want to do? Really, you're gonna do that? You that stupid? I'm a blonde and I'm not that stupid. We really that nice around here? I'm not. Let's not be stupid, girls. But as far as him downgrading with the ugly one, it's not that he's trying to replace you with somebody better. He's just trying to sleep with somebody else. Because you're just letting him get away with stuff. So it's just kind of like when you send your kid to school with extra lunch money. He's going to stop at McDonald's on the way home, even though you know he's going to get a balanced meal at home. Okay? Same difference. Even though the food at home is like a 7-course meal, he's still going to get a Happy Meal, even though it's a bunch of crap. Even though the toy is a bunch of crap and it's going to break. Even though the food is crap. No offense, McDonald's. I'm just trying to draw some kind of comparison. But you know, fast food is killing everybody. I didn't feed that kind of food to my kid when he was growing up. And my kid's really healthy. The thing about men when they do things like that, they're not replacing you. You're too good to them, and they're They're just sowing their wild oats. They just know they can get away with doing stuff. You're doing too much. You're too good. And they're not afraid of you. I know you're like, it's that simple. A lot of it is, yeah. Don't let them think they can do things like that, because they will. Some people's minds are just wired like that, and it doesn't matter how good they have it at home. Some people just want to have something else just because it's a different something else. It's not because it's a better something else, because it never is a better something else. They will go want some crap. That's just, I mean, and it's ugly, and it smells, and it's disgusting, and it's been with several other men the same day, and it really doesn't matter. And you're like, how can that appeal to him after being with me? And you're thinking that to yourself. How? He has it so good at home. That's just like, when your cat has worms and they're just always hungry, and you're feeding it the best food and it goes to everyone else's house. It's like that. Yeah. It's like that. So, another thing too is if your guy stays in touch with like ex-girlfriends and ex-friends with benefits and stuff like that, and just says they're friends, guys never quite let go of people like that. In their minds, they're still together. You know what I mean? If you let guys stay in touch with people like that, they're still with those people in their minds. So, they're still going back and forth and bed hopping with those people. And I mean, those people can just, look like Madalena Catalina. They're still doing things with them. It does not matter if you look like a 10 and those people look like a bat out of hell. They're still doing stuff with him because they're familiar. They're familiar. They're completely comfortable with them. Okay. And men almost always cheat with a downgrade. Almost always. And another reason they cheat with the downgrade is because the downgrade's going to say yes. And if you were a downgrade, would you not be flattered if some guy has a gorgeous woman and he wants to cheat with you? And those downgrades, they're going to go for whatever he wants to do. Whatever. And I don't mean to be rude, but their self-esteem is probably going to be a lot lower than yours. And they're going to probably be a lot more gullible. They're going to believe everything he says. And he's going to be a bozo. And he's going to tell them a lot of lies about you. And their ego is going to be a little weird. They're going to believe all the lies. They're going to be susceptible to all the dumb things he says about you. Like how mean you are and all this other stuff that's like a total lie. The thing is, you're too nice. That's why he's cheating on you in the first place. Okay? If you were mean, he'd be afraid to cheat on you. You're too nice, that's why he's cheating on you. But he's making things up. He's saying you don't do this, you don't do that, you're awful, you don't want to do this in the bedroom, you're a bad person, you're cold, you're whatever. He's telling her every bozo lie in the book, and she's like, oh, really? Ooh. And she's just so glad someone's paying attention to her. And the thing is, she's probably his ex and wants him back. or she just thinks that her stuff is that good, and he just wants more of it. Her stuff is probably not good at all. He just wants different stuff. Her stuff is probably really awful. It's not like yours. And after he has her stuff, he's probably like, oh God. And the funny thing is, he thinks you're not going to find out. He doesn't realize that you're beautiful and psychic. He doesn't realize that women always find out. Because if God doesn't tell us in a dream, another woman is going to tell us. Someone's going to see him with her, because you can't just not notice something that ugly. I mean, he's going to try to hide her, because of course he's not going to want to be seen in public with her, but someone's going to notice. And she probably smells terrible. You're going to smell her. And to be honest, she probably has some kind of disease or something. She probably doesn't take care of herself. And women like that tend to be promiscuous. Promiscuous women, what happens? They tend to catch things. What happens? You're probably going to catch it. That's another reason you need to put your foot down. Don't let your man get away with anything. You don't want to catch anything, right? What if you can't get rid of it? It could be something you can't get rid of. You don't want that. That is really freaking terrifying. So if that's not a reason, enough to be a bee, I don't know what is. You're like, oh my God, I'm going to be single forever. No, you need to get control of the situation. You need to love yourself enough not to stop being so freaking nice, okay? You need to let him know you need to quit acting like a pig. It's okay to tell him to knock his crap off. Don't let him do stupid stuff. Don't go, oh, boys will be boys. No, knock it off. No, that's not okay if you go to a strip joint. What the hell is wrong with you? That's not cool. No, you can't go do that. Go be single if you want to do stuff like that. You can't be with me and do stuff like that. What are you talking about? Just, ask him who he thinks he's talking to. Be with a guy who doesn't stare at other women in front of you. Be with a guy who doesn't talk about how hot other women are in front of you. Be with a guy who doesn't leave little hearts under other women's comments and stuff. Be with that guy. Be with a guy who's afraid to do that when he's with you, okay? Be with that guy. And you're going to be with a guy who's not screwing around with wildebeests when he's with you. Okay? Be with a guy who's not afraid to hurt other women's feelings because he's with you. But, yeah, they're not cheating on you because she's better. They're cheating on you because you're making his life too easy. I know you didn't want to hear that, but I'm not saying it's your fault he's cheating. I'm just saying there's a certain element where he's not afraid. And some guys are too decent to do stuff like that. And other guys, you just gotta let him know. You better never do anything like that. And there's just little ways to where some people just need more structure. Because I've seen situations where Some guys were just out of control, and all you had to do was put your foot down a little bit, and they stopped doing that stuff. And then they started monitoring themselves. I've seen it. You're like, you can't control every little thing he does. Yeah, but you can be a little bit more intelligent, can't you? Use your head. Don't let him get away with stuff. I mean, don't be stupid. I mean, come on. Why would you let him do a bunch of stuff and then be surprised when he takes it a step further? It's logic. Don't let him do anything like that in the first place. Hello? But yeah, he's gonna cheat on you with whatever he can get away with cheating on you with. And it's probably gonna be only downgrades. That's the only thing he's gonna get away with cheating on you with, depending on whatever he can pull. It's probably just gonna be wildebeest, to be honest. And maybe one day it's not. But you know, if you have any brains in your head, you're not gonna let him get away with any, you know, uncouth behaviors. When you start seeing it, you just nip it in the bud. Because it's all about your self-respect. What are you going to let people get away with? You teach people how to treat you. Right? So, that's why he's disrespecting you and cheating on you with downgrades. And somewhere, you know what, and somewhere in the dark recesses of his mind, he's like, you know what, I really don't deserve that, goddess. You know, my water matches the level of this ugly chick. I just really only feel comfortable with this ugly chick. Because this beautiful one is just making it way too easy. There's no challenge. Make it hard. Gotta make it hard. He's just... It's too hard for him to screw up and do stuff like that to you. It's just simple logic, guys. But, yeah, they don't, have you ever seen those, situations, well, there's this thing they used to call labor ready, where I used to live, where you just kind of show up in the morning and they kind of take you to a construction site, and you just, go do whatever, and you just kind of, whoever shows up, they pick you up and take you there. That's kind of like, as an on-needed basis. Okay, that's kind of how some guys are when it comes to cheating. First come, first serve. So it doesn't really matter who it is. Some guys will bang anything. It just, as long as it's something else. And it's almost like the worse of what it is, the better. I know, it doesn't make any sense. Because, to be honest, when women cheat, and I hate to say this, the women who do cheat, because women tend not to, but when we do, we usually upwardly cheat. When men cheat, they downwardly cheat. So it's like we don't understand, because we're trying to upwardly mobily cheat when we do it, because it's like by the time we do it, it's like there's like a goal in mind. There's like it's goal oriented, because it's so out of character for us. It's like, wow, okay, well, we really need to be on our stuff. If we're going to cheat, we're gonna sleep with our freaking boss or something. It's gonna be a dude with some money or something. I mean, it really needs to be a guy that has something. But when a guy cheats, it's like a straight drop. Like he goes for something that's like so beneath us, it's embarrassing. It's so beneath him too. It's bad. So and you always think, oh, he's going to cheat on somebody who's so much prettier than me or so much better than me. No, that's never how it goes. Never. Unless he's rich or something like that, then he's gonna find some, fine young babe or something like that. I mean, if he's a rich guy, yeah. But I mean, if he's a regular guy, no. You're too good for him. He's gonna find, he's gonna find some wildebeest. But yeah, the guys cheat with downgrades. They don't. So it's really, really common. And if you think I'm being mean, these chicks know that they're with a cheating guy. So you don't need to be, putting me down for talking about these women being ugly. Okay? They know they're with cheater guys. They know what they're doing, and they're dumb enough to believe all his bozo lies. If you're dumb enough to be a side chick, you can take all my insults. And no, I'm not being shallow. Quit being a stupid side chick. And he's targeting you because you're unattractive. Quit being stupid. Okay, and if his main woman is a lot more attractive than you, realize he's targeting you because you're dumb and you're unattractive. Stop sleeping with other people's men. That's gross. And if you got a cheater guy, you obviously can do better. He's cheating on you? Bro, you can obviously do better. He's cheating on you with wildebeests. He knows you're too good for him. That's why he's doing it. Go get you a better dude. You can cheat up. Dump him and go get someone better. Because you don't want to cheat, right? Just get rid of him. You're like, oh my God, you cheated on me with a wildebeest. I don't want you bringing that stank home. Do not bring that stank home. No. Just get rid of him. And just get you someone, learn your lesson. Just get somebody better. Don't take back a cheater, because in his mind, once he cheated on you, he's going to do it again because he got away with it once. So, just get you somebody better, because he knows you're too good for him. So just replace him. Because if he's cheating on you and stuff, you can do better. That's why he's cheating. He knows you're too good. Just upgrade. And I'm pretty sure everyone will be glad once you get rid of him. And I bet you have a bunch of guys in line to take his place too. Don't let your ego take a hit. Seriously, he's going to be the one that loses. Okay? So yeah, they always do cheat with a downgrade. And anybody who cheats is lost inside. They're selfish. They're a sex addict. Okay, people who cheat Some of them are a narcissist. They're full of self-loathing. It's people who have a problem. Okay, they're too ruled by their own lust. Some of them are just sometimes running from their own identity. Sometimes it's not that there's anything wrong with you. It's them. On whatever level, it's them. The only problem with you is you're putting up with it. You're letting them get away with behaviors. That's the only thing. You're letting them get away with behaviors. You're too liberal. You're too nice. You're too liberal. You don't put your foot down about stuff. Okay? You make their lives too easy. Just let them get away with too much crap. Alright, and the prettier you are, ladies, the more high maintenance you need to be. And if a man is calling you toxic, high maintenance, a diva, it's a compliment. Alright, because I would rather be all those things than be called nice and stuff like that. The last thing I want anyone to call me is nice. I would get really mad if someone was calling me nice. People call me a cool chick and stuff, because I am. I'm down. I'm a down-ass chick. I'm cool. Alright? But I'm not nice. I'm not convenient. I'm not nice. I'm none of that. I'm very difficult. And that's the way it's going to stay. So people just don't get away with stuff with me, and they know it. You know, they know not to try me, so and it's good. It's a good thing. So it's like you need to know your worth. But guys that cheat on you will do a downgrade. Say you're an 8, she's going to be about a 4 at least. I got cheated on with a 2. Look how cute I am. I mean, she didn't even look like a female. Real talk. I'm dead serious. I mean, he ought to be really embarrassed. Something was... But you know what? I wasn't making him respect me. I'm not trying to blame myself here, but I should have put my foot down about a bunch of stuff. And to call her a her, though, I shouldn't even be calling her a her. That was a long time ago, but when I think back on it, I'm thinking, I could have done this differently, I could have done that differently, I could have done that differently. In that situation. Live and learn. You think back on stuff like that, you're like, this is why that happened. You never let those things happen again. You have to think about what was my part in that situation. Don't let people get away with certain things. Watch those little behaviors in people. I let him say this. I let him do that. I let him have that person in his life, which was wrong. I knew something wasn't right. And I was right. See, women, we trust our intuition. And I'm going to let you know right now, if your man has an unattractive female friend he hangs around with, that's when he's going to bang. Make him cut that friendship off. That's when you got to worry about. The ugly one. Not the cute one. The cute female friend of his, that'll be your best friend. Make friends with that chick. That'll be your BFF. Make friends with all his female friends, period. Do it. But his ugly female friend, that's the one you gotta worry about. You're like, you are so mean. No, I'm so smart. I'm not playing. His ugly female friend is the one you gotta worry about. She's trying to do him. Serious. I'm serious. That's when you gotta worry about. And you know it. You know the ones you gotta worry about and the ones you don't. That they're super pretty one, that's not the one. Be best friends with her. If she's equally pretty like you, she's not a problem at all. Be best friends with her. She's not after him at all. That's your shopping buddy. She never liked him in the first place. And he's not after her. It's the ugly one you have to worry about. She secretly has a thing for him. And she's trying to wait to catch you slipping. That's the one. You don't want her trying to hang around alone with him and stuff. She's going to try to make a pass at him. She's going to try to do something. Even if he doesn't reciprocate or anything like that. She's up to something. Do not trust her. It's her. Okay. I know that was mean. But, I keep it real. Keep it 100. Alright, otherworldlies. You guys have a fantastic day. I love you all. Bye-bye.